Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Got a couple of things to talk about in today's video, including a very interesting Steam client beta update that is bringing you the ability to use Nintendo Switch controllers on Steam. Specifically, you can use third-party Switch controllers, so the first-party controllers don't work, of course, on Steam, but third-party controllers do, and there are a couple of other new updates with this beta update. Also, I know some of you guys are hating the fact that I keep talking about it, but the Epic Store continues to be making significant moves, and yesterday I went over 6 games that'll be exclusive to the Epic Store. Well, now we've got an inclination of 2 more games that are going to be exclusive to the Epic Store. One of them will be a 1-year timed exclusivity, while the other one, it's another one of those instances where the game was promoted as a Steam title, and now the boat has shifted and it looks to be coming to the Epic Store exclusively. We'll be talking about that, and then I also want to round out the video by taking a look at some fantastic game deals available right now. A new low price for Grand Theft Auto 5. This is a historic low for the game. Great to see that game getting cheaper and cheaper, and I've got a great deal for you guys on Shadow Warrior 2 as well over at Chrono GG. I'll go over that at the end of this video. First up, the Steam Client beta update. Let's talk a little bit about that. It is adding support for the PowerA wired and wireless GameCube style controllers and PowerA enhanced wireless controllers. They didn't want to say Nintendo outright. Kind of funny on that. And it also does add support for PDP Face-Off Wired Pro Controller. Now, for Switch controllers to actually be usable on Steam and for the inputs to show up, the game developers have to directly input that. Now that the floodgates have been open for these controllers to be usable, it's actually up to the developers to implement that. Also, a couple of other updates. Big Picture Mode, the Steam community header is now hidden when in Big Picture chat. And then for you guys on Mac OS, it fixed an issue where friends list and chat windows would continually freeze and duplicate when running with a secondary monitor attached with a different DPI setting than the primary monitor. This update was released back on December 7th, so a little bit late on that, but I did want to give that a shout. Always good to see more and more controllers getting support from Steam. And of course, it's very timely because the Nintendo Switch emulator has been making some major moves on PC. That is starting to be usable, and that's kind of a muddy water. I don't really like to promote the Switch emulator because the Switch is something that is buyable right now. The games are fully buyable, and if you do get an emulator to play Switch games, and then you get all those games, well, that is directly taking funds out of Nintendo's pocket. When it comes to things like PlayStation 2 emulators and you're playing games that aren't buyable anymore, I don't really have an issue with that because that's the only way to access those games. But in the case like a Switch emulator that is making major progress, that's muddying the waters a little bit more. But moving on from that, we've been talking a lot about the Epic Game Store that is launching. They're going to be offering free games, and of course, the big thing with the store right now is the exclusive agreements Epic is pulling out. They've got money to spend thanks to all of the success with Fortnite, and they aren't stopping, because yesterday I talked about 6 games that are exclusive to the Epic Game Store. Well, 2 more games have been revealed to be exclusive to the Epic Game Store. First up, the follow-up to Super Meat Boy and Super Meat Boy Forever will have a 12-month exclusivity period on the Epic Game Store, and this makes a lot of sense because Super Meat Boy, the first title, is one of those games that they're going to be giving out absolutely free. I believe they're going to start giving that game out free on December 28th, and it'll be available until like January 10th. I might have the dates mixed up a little bit, but you get the idea. And now we know that Super Meat Boy Forever will have a 1-year timed exclusivity period on the Epic Game Store. I really hate timed exclusivity because that's just slapping you in the face and being like, yeah, Epic just wrote a check to the Super Meat Boy Forever developers, and that's why they're getting timed exclusivity. And what's bad about timed exclusivity, we saw it with Rise of the Tomb Raider. That game had timed exclusivity on Xbox. It came to PC 3 months later, and then it came to PS4 a year later, and I think that really did long-term damage to Tomb Raider as a franchise because you see the commercial numbers for Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Very, very disappointing. So while upfront you're gonna get that big check from Epic, I really do believe in the case of some games it does do long-term damage for the franchise. Who knows if Super Meat Boy Forever is gonna have that done to him. For a game like this, I doubt that the budget and production values were so high that even getting a modicum of a check and getting that significant extra funds, that's gonna go a long way. So I can understand why they went this route, and for them it's probably the best case scenario. They're gonna be able to sell the game on the Epic Store. They're gonna enjoy that 88-12 split. They're probably gonna get a pretty healthy check from Epic, and then 12 months down the line it's gonna be released everywhere else. I think with a lot of my viewers, you guys are gonna just wait that year and then buy the game on Steam. Maybe some of you guys that really dug Super Meat Boy, you'll go on over to the Epic Store, but this is another major game that will be exclusive to the Epic Store. In this case, the exclusivity period has been lined out to be a year. Another game that was said to come to Steam is World War Z, and it looks like that game is now coming to the Epic Store exclusively as well. A couple things have been altered. When World War Z was set to come come to Steam, you can see by the promotional images, it would list PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Steam. Those promotional images have now been altered to list PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and just PC. And specifically, going on to World War Z's Twitter page, they posted a tweet back on December 7th saying World War Z is coming in 2019 to the Epic Games Store. There's no mention of Steam, there's no listing on Steam, and World War Z has been officially listed on the Epic Games Store, so it does look like that this will be another exclusive title. I don't know how far the exclusivity is gonna go to, but given the fact that it literally did say Steam in the promotional images and that's been altered, I think that's the biggest point you can get. And then when they're promoting the game, they're specifically listing the Epic Games Store. I think that's as big of an indicator as you're gonna need. With a lot of these developers and publishers, they're not gonna outright say, hey, this game's not coming to Steam, it's gonna be exclusive on the Epic Games Store, because I'm sure they know in the back of their mind that there is no positive to that announcement. It's gonna be approached with inherent backlash from gamers. But from there, and again, I imagine with World War Z, the developers of this game are getting a healthy check from Epic as well. Speculation on my part, we still don't know 100% if this game is going to be exclusive to the Epic Games Store. Given all the facts I've laid out for you guys, them saying on Twitter World War Z is coming in 2019 to the Epic Games Store, and then the Steam logo literally being removed, altered to just PC, I think that's as big of an indicator as you need, but that's a story to follow as well. Lastly, I do want to go over a couple of great deals available right now in specific games. A new low for Grand Theft Auto 5, how about that? It is 50% off for $14.99. Do remember that this game had its MSRP lowered to $29.99 ahead of the release of Red Dead Redemption 2. Rockstar finally decided to drop this game's price. People were buying it for $59.99 for a long time, so you can understand why Rockstar kept it high. When this game was going on sale after that initial price reduction, it would be 33% off, so I believe if my math is correct, it would be like $19.79. Now it's enjoying a full 50% off discount to $15, and interestingly enough, it says it's a special promotion. Offer ends on December 20th. December 20th is the date that's been rumored for the Steam Winter Sale. I think it's a foregone conclusion that's when it will kick off. So really, this deal is probably going to extend far beyond December 20th, because if it ends on December 20th and then the winter sale kicks off on the 20th, of course, Grand Theft Auto 5 is going to be a game that goes on sale. Do not worry. Rockstar is not going to miss out on making a ton of money as a part of the winter sale. People are getting gaming PCs for Christmas and the holidays. Grand Theft Auto 5 is one of those main go-to games for a lot of new PC gamers, and I'm sure Rockstar wants to lure even more people in buying GTA 5, probably for a second or third time.
It'd be like the kids on TV. We'd play ball and sit in the sun, but, well, you know how it is.
So that's on sale right now over at Steam. And also, Chrono GG has got Shadow Warrior 2 80% off, down to $7.99. I was recommending this game for like $13 and change. Then it went down to $11 or $10, and now Chrono GG has the new low on the game. $7.99 for Shadow Warrior 2 is fantastic. And I do say new low with a caveat. This game was offered for free as a part of GOG's anniversary. As a part of that vote, it ended up winning the vote, and it was available as a DRM free copy, absolutely free. But obviously, that time has elapsed. I highly doubt Shadow Warrior 2 is going to be free again. So for $7.99, I do think it's a great buy. This game is much better than the first Shadow Warrior title, and I like that game a lot. But Shadow Warrior 2 added a lot of depth to the gameplay, made the levels a little bit more open, added more content. It's just a great game. I've recommended it several times, and now for a new low of $8, that's an easy recommendation, and this deal will be available for the next 22 hours, so be a little bit fast on that. I imagine when it does go on sale as a part of the winter sale, it's not going to get as low as $8, because it just went on sale on Steam, and it was $13 and change, so this is probably the best price you're going to be able to find it for. I'll put links to both GTA 5 and Shadow Warrior 2 in the description box down below. That's gonna conclude this video. Again, Steam has gotten a beta update adding support for some Switch controllers. That's pretty interesting. Super Meat Boy Forever and World War Z are looking to come exclusively to the Epic Games Store. Super Meat Boy Forever having a 12-month exclusivity period. World War Z, it's still uncertain right now. Maybe it'll come to Steam at some point, but all indicators point towards some sort of Epic Games exclusivity. And then save 50% on GTA 5, $15, a new low for that, and Shadow Warrior 2 is down to $8. That's gonna conclude this video. Let me know all of your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.